Welcome to the May Coalition Connection. Lyndalyn here with your government relations team, trying to keep you abreast of everything that's happening in Raleigh. Can you believe it? 2 weeks have passed since the COVID-19 Recovery Act passed the House and the Senate, and now the governor has signed it. It gave us a little bit of breathing room, but now the activity in Raleigh is beginning to heat up again. The General Assembly will meet on Monday, and DPI is implementing the funding streams that were in that legislation. We're seeing everyone's attention shift to the fall and the reopening of schools. Be sure to look at the 4 approaches that were suggested by DPI to the task force, COVID-19 Education Task Force, and that Joe Mamoni is our representative on the Superintendent's Task Force for Reopening. If you have any comments, be sure to pass them along. CSAB met this week and had Alexis Strauss talk about the ADM funding of charter schools and how that is different than district schools. District schools get the best of 2 months, while charter schools only get the first 20-day count. That is regulatory and not statutory. CSAB may be making recommendations to the state board to align with the way that district schools' ADM is calculated. At the state board meeting this week, the charter application timeline was approved. The process has been simplified, and the opening dates and deadline dates for submitting an application has been changed. So if you're interested in that, be sure to click on the links. The State Board of Education also discussed the senior grading policy. However, there were no changes in that. 9th through 11th graders will be able to choose pass-fail or a grade that would be calculated into their GPA. However, seniors will not. That was decided on a split vote by the Board of Education. Remember how important those appointments are made by the governor to the state board, and those terms are for 8 years. We'll be talking about that more as we get closer to the 2020 elections. Last but not least, there is a link in this newsletter to the archived web calls, conference calls that the Office of Charter School has with DPI regarding all kinds of information. They've had 7 of these Zoom calls. If you missed one, you might want to go back and listen to the information. Well, that's it for now. Have a great weekend, and we'll be back in touch.